Chickens picking. Yeah, I was watching a buddy of mine's YouTube the other day, and I saw the chickens out there. They was pecking and turning around, seeing each other. Anyhow, good evening, Ed Kirkpatrick. Hello, YouTube world. Uh, yeah, been a heck of a ride. I'm still good. Still got my salt. Don't worry about that. We got a story for you tonight. Uh, it's George Jones. Yeah, old George Jones. Now, I traveled a lot in early days, and I saw Jerry Clower at the baggage thing in Memphis, and I met Lee Greenwood on the tram at the Atlanta airport. You know, real nice guy. And I talked with and sold a car to old Mel and Judy Tillis. Yeah, I did. And I spent some time with Hank Jr. That's another story. And George Jones gave me $500 one day. I ain't kidding. This is straight up. 79, 80, somewhere in yonder. 81, 82. Hard to remember nowadays, but I followed a dream, went to Nashville, and I was going to make me a living playing the guitar. Well, yeah, I got up there and found that real quick. Got some good licks, but I can't hang with them boys. No way. Anyhow, I went to Nashville. I got me a job selling cars, making a little money. At nights, I jam with people, meet people, what they call it, network, whatever. I'm trying to get somewhere. And anyhow, met a girl up there named Beverly, and she called me one day and said, "Hey, George Jones is going to be at the Dewdrop Inn tonight." I said, "Yeah." and the sky is going to fall in the morning. She said, "No, I ain't kidding. He's going to be there." I said, "Yeah." She said, "The tickets ain't for $20. Can I go get 2 tickets?" Well, yeah, okay, go get 2 tickets. What in the world is going on? George Jones, he was no-show Jones in them days. Anyway, he's a bad mouth all in Nashville back in them days. But anyhow, so got home and I got out of my selling cars, got out of my old stiff shirt and tie, put on a pair of black jeans and a black shirt. That's all I had clean. Unless I want to dress up like I'm going to sell another car. But so we, went over there to Dewdrop Inn, got in there, put this little man on the arm. And, the Dewdrop Inn, now, it's in West Nashville, it's a poor section. And the ceiling in that place, I swear, ain't 7 foot tall. I mean, somebody come in there 6'2", they look like a giant. Anyway, it's a creepy place, so won't hold about 100 people maybe. But when you go out the back door, they had a nice garden, little fountain thing going on, and then a little, I don't know, about a quarter of a football field, and then a stage set on the end, like an outdoor amphitheater. Cool as crap. And so, look up there on the hill, when we went out there and looked at that, and there's a bus sitting there. And 2 porta potties beside it. That'd come in later. Anyhow, we's, enjoying it. Pace is kind of filling up and everything. And I had to go take a leak. So So I went back in to do drop-in, low ceiling now, and like one little men's bathroom and one little women's bathroom. I ain't talking, when I say one, it ain't, one utensil there to use. So, geez, the line was backed up. I said, I remember them porta potties on the hill, so I walked up the hill there. And remember, I'm dressed black blue jeans, black shirt. I go up there at that porta potty, just before opening the door opened on the bus. And George Jones stepped out. Looked over at me and said, "Hey, what kind of crowd we gonna have tonight?" I said, "I don't know, George. There's about 100 people here. Filling up pretty fast." Well, all right. What, there ought to be more people here than that. And I said, "Well, yeah." I said, "There's a fire marshal at the door, and he said this place ain't gonna hold but 100 people." And I'm still there holding, the door to the porta potty, talking to George Jones. I mean, I'm like, bro, wouldn't you be? Anyhow, George said, "Hey, here, come here." So I let the porta potty door, I walked over there to the edge of them there steps on that bus. He said, "Here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, $500. I want you to go tell that fire marshal down yonder that I want him to go and have a good time tonight." I said, "Yes, sir." He give me George Jones give me $500 right there. So I forgot all about having to use the restroom. I walked right on down the hill there, went to the front door. It's a crowd backed up, everybody getting ticked off. Because they said the place is full, you can't come in and buy a ticket till somebody else leaves. And I showed my little, band, and I got kind of through the crowd, I got it right there to the fire marshal. I said, "Hey, George Jones sent me here. He said, want me to give you this. He said that he wanted you to go and have a good time." And that fire marshal looked at me and he said, grabbed the money, put it in his pocket. Said, "Tell George Jones thank you." He left. Then the place just filled up. I'm talking about already big old guy at the door there. He had hands bigger than my head. Big old one. Anyhow, people just started piling in and everything. Just going on, and 300 or 400 people got in there. About dark, George, he come on out there and put on a show. There was no more no-show Jones that night. He came out there and he did his, he always opened with the races on. And he always finished with the window up above. But, man, if you ever seen him, he'd get on stage and 2 hours straight, never stop, never take a break. One something, boom, right in it. Beat all I ever seen. But anyhow, I guess that story leads to a moral of the day. Geez, am I putting out morals every day? No, but anyway, sometimes people think you're something you're not. But don't worry about that. You're not going to change their perception. Just, I got a subscriber, number 1, be yourself, yeah. And 320, I think it is. Anyway, that's it. Number 1, be yourself. Don't worry about what other people think about you. Live a good Christian life. Praise the Lord. Treat everybody with love. And it's going to be okay, people. Yeah. Stand up for your rights when you need to. Yep. Anyhow, God bless y'all. Eddie Kirkpatrick.